ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? We are here today for Dragon Ball Daima, episode 15, Dragon Ball Daima. And interesting episode. Last week with episode 14, we got a setup episode. We basically got our heroes diving into Demon World 1, and it was like, all right, here we go, here we are. This is the setup for the final stretch, for the final set of battles, and I'm like, all right, cool. Not a lot to talk about last week, but the pacing was good. The pacing was good because we got to Demon World 1, and we're ready to go. We're ready to go. In this episode, I feel like we got... It's an interesting mix. How can I put this? So we kind of got a mix of everything in this episode. We got some more lore. We got some more lore dumping coming. We got more setup for things that are going to happen in probably the next episode, given the title of the next episode. And we also got some definite progression. But not as much progression as I was hoping for, and I'll explain. I'll explain why here in a bit. So, Goku and friends have jumped into Demon World 1, and they are met with the army of Gomah. Gomah's forces, Gomah's soldiers, his flunkies are fighting against Goku and Vegeta and Piccolo and Glorio, and it's good stuff, man. Like, the animation was really good. The fighting was really good. I know some people have complained about, oh, why didn't they just go Super Saiyan? You know, if they went Super Saiyan, they could have they could have just, you know, handled these guys very quickly. And it's like, yeah, they could have, but did they really need to go Super Saiyan? I mean, these are just, you know, random ass soldiers. They're flunkies. They're nothing. Did they really need to go Super Saiyan? Not really. Not really. So it didn't bother me as much as it probably did other people. And I understand why that they didn't just have them go Super Saiyan, because, you know, you want to have some sort of action, but you don't want to jump right to Gomah or to Majin Ku or Majin Du. Like you want to, you know, build up a little bit to that stuff. You know, this is kind of the appetizer. That's what this is. It's the appetizer, but I wish we would have got something a little bit more, and I'll explain what that is here in a second. First of all, Failure, what is up? Late, always late. You work on it. Listen, I'm just assuming at this point you're working on a different time axis than I am, and that's why you think I'm always late. All right. Shout out to Failure. So here's the thing. I was fine with the action in this episode I thought was good. I was fine with how much we progressed in this episode, with the exception of one thing. Now, last episode, we got I guess you would call it kind of the new Ginyu Force, the Demon Realm Ginyu Force, essentially, like Gomah's elite soldiers, pretty much. We got introduced to them in the last episode. You know, they're kind of funny, they're kind of goofy, they're kind of charming, and they're supposed to be the best of the best when it comes to the regular-ass soldiers, all right? And I was kind of hoping we would get to that in this episode. We're going to get to it next episode. Next episode, we're definitely going to get to them because they bring it up here at the end of this episode. You know, Gomah and Degesu are like, oh, let's go ahead and send them out. Let's send out the Elite Guard. But by then, the episode's almost over. I kind of wished we would have gotten the fight with Gomah's army, but with his elite soldiers leading the forces, leading the soldiers. That way we could have kind of combined everything into one episode. And for the most part, get through, like, you know, fighting the army, fighting the soldiers. That didn't happen, though. That didn't happen. And I think it would have been nice to just kind of get through that in this episode, so that we can spend the last 5 episodes focusing on the fighters that we really care about, that are going to be like the main threats, which would be like Ku and Du and Gomah and what's looking like Degesu, who's looking sus as fuck. I'm not going to lie. That's what I was kind of hoping. That way we just kind of get through this first wave of fighting in this episode, including the elite soldiers, because it would have made sense to go ahead and get them out of the way because they're kind of gag characters. They are underestimating Goku and the others. And so there's no reason to really build them up or anything like they're some kind of serious threat. Just go along with the gag, have them jump in and fight our heroes, and then they get taken out pretty easily. Like, to me, that's part of the gag, or at least it should be part of the gag. So I kind of wish we would have just got those soldiers in this episode, the elite squad, the Demon Realm Ginyu Force. I know they have a name, but I don't remember what it is. I kind of wish we would have just got them in this episode. We got them taken care of, got them out of the way, wrap that up. And that way, next episode, we can really focus on what seems to be the most, in my opinion, the most interesting part of the episode, which is the setup for Degesu. Now, Degesu is looking super sus. And I have been saying this for a while, man. Everybody's looking at Arensu. Everybody's looking at Majin Ku. Everybody's looking at Majin Buu. It's like, oh, look, we got new Majin Buu type characters. Like, look at that, guys. It's like, folks, remember what the Supreme Kai said. Remember what Shin said. He said, Arensu is ambitious. Degesu is very ambitious. And we're seeing that begin to be displayed in this episode because Gomah, as was established a few episodes ago, I don't remember how many at this point, but a few episodes ago it was established that the third eye is on Hibisu's, or Hibis, or whatever. I don't know what they're going to call him in the dub. Hibis, the third eye is on his belt buckle. And it's like, okay. How's that going to play into the story later on? Like, how are they going to get the third eye away from Hibis? Well, we find out in this episode, and it's actually quite funny. So, of course, Gomah's thinking, I'm going to get this third eye. I'm going to become super powerful. My magical capabilities are just going to be brought up to the next level, and I'm going to beat Goku, and I'm going to beat all of his friends, and excuse me. And I'm gonna rule over all the demon realms, all the demon worlds. And of course, Degesu, he's giving Gomah the side eye. He's giving that look like, sure, yeah, whatever you say, buddy. And so Degesu, all of his facial expressions in this episode, the way that he's eyeing the third eye, the way that he's eyeing Gomah, my man's getting ready for a backstabbing. My man's getting ready for a betrayal. He's going to turn on Gomah. Why? Because as Shin said, or Nehara, or whatever the fuck you want to call him, as he said, Arensu is ambitious. Degesu is very ambitious. And I'm telling you right now, bro, what it's looking like, what's going to happen right now. Again, we have Majin Ku and we have Majin Du, and they're like the new Majins, and I get it. That's cool and everything. But I'm telling you right now, man, I don't think the Majins are going to be the final villains. I don't think they're going to be the final battle. Nah, man. I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm telling you right now. I think it's going to be Degesu. Straight up. I think Degesu is going to use the third eye. I think he's going to place it on his forehead. I think he's going to get a huge power up, and Degesu is going to be the final villain. Now, it is possible that maybe one of the Majins, the new Majins, one of them absorbs Degesu or something. But at this point, I'm looking at Degesu as like final villain material for this series. That's what I'm looking at as final villain material for this series, is Degesu. Because again, and I will keep emphasizing this over and over and over again, Arensu is ambitious. Degesu is very ambitious. All right? I think it's going to be Degesu, man. I think it's going to be Degesu. And we see in this episode, in order to get the third eye away from Hibis, it was actually quite simple. And this isn't confirmed, but I think this is true. I think this is what I think this is what's going on. Degesu transformed himself into that sexy, fine-looking demon lady with the big-ass hat. And it was Degesu in disguise that got a hold of the third eye. That's what I think. It could be Arenzu. Maybe Arenzu got it. But I don't think so, man. I think Degesu transformed himself into that sexy-looking demon chick. And I think that because really what it is, and let me go ahead and pull up a picture of this chick. Let me see if I can find her real quick. Dragon Ball Daima episode 15. See what we get on Google Images. Maybe it'll show the chick that I'm talking about. Yeah, right here. Oh my God, look at Degesu, man. Look at him giving the side eye. This is him looking at Gomah like, yeah, whatever you say, Your Majesty, that's right, you know it, that's right. I suck your dick. Okay, Oh yeah, there's there's Hibis with the hat after he's got the hat and without the belt buckle. Here we go. Now, the reason why I think that this demon lady, the reason why I think that she is Degesu is the mannerisms. And man, I wish I could play the episode for you guys because I think it would emphasize the point even more. But the reason that I think it's Degesu is because of the mannerisms. Look at the facial expressions. Look at the body language. Go back and rewatch this episode. Go back and rewatch this scene. Look at the facial expressions. Look at the body language. Look at the... I mean, obviously she has a female voice because Degesu's disguised as a female. But look at the way that she's talking, the mannerisms in her voice, the inflection in her voice. It's Degesu, man. It's Degesu in disguise. I don't think it's Arenzu. I know some people are theorizing it might be Arenzu. I don't think so. You got to listen to the inflections in her voice. You know, I would say, yo, Cynic, get your ass on here, boy. What are you doing? If you don't want me to be alone, then get your ass on here, Cynic. I mean, what else do you have better to do? What? Chill out in the DMs? Get your ass on here. All right? You can talk to Ruby all day, every day when we get to CG Church, which, by the way, guys, we will be leading in to CG Church after the stream is over. I'm going to be sending you guys over there to Ruby's channel so you guys can follow us over there because that's where I'm going to be heading after the stream is over. But I wish Cynic says I'm hopping in the shower. I'll come on when I'm done. All right, cool, bro. Cool beans. But yeah, man, you know what? Let me see. I don't know, man. I don't know if I need to. I got to be careful with the clips that I show. All right. What is this? Hold up. Dragon Ball Super's Demon Realm arc. What the hell? Geekdom, what are you cooking up? I mean, listen, I've heard that Daima is going to tie into a future Dragon Ball Super storyline, possibly a movie. But what is that what Geekdom's going to be talking about in that video? I don't know. I'll check that out later. Anyways, let's see if I can pull up, because I know some people upload the episode illegally onto YouTube. You shouldn't be doing that. That's pirating. But I just want to see if I can find that particular scene, because I want to go over like the inflections in the female's voice. That way I can kind of show like why I'm thinking it's that it's Degesu and not Arenzu. And yeah, I'm just seeing reviews. Yeah, it's yeah, I'm not seeing anything as far as like clips go. God bless it. All right, whatever. But no, I think for sure, like when you look at the inflections in the voice, I think it's definitely Degesu. Just because, like, especially like when she wants to trade um the belt buckle for a kiss, and then Hibbs is like, I'm not really interested in that, but I will take your hat. And then, like, after the deal's over and stuff, the chick is like, well, that was easy enough, but should I be insulted? Because Hibbs didn't want to kiss. And it's like that self-questioning, like, that's Degesu, man. Like, that's got Degesu written all over it. Arensu doesn't really talk like that, but Degesu does. So I think that's definitely Degesu, and Degesu has a third eye. Now, if you notice, when Degesu goes back to speak to Gomah, when Degesu goes back to speak to Gomah, I guess this image is good enough. So when Degesu goes back to speak to Gomah, he doesn't mention anything about the third eye. So if he has acquired it, he's not informed Gomah that he has it. He's not told him shit, bro. He didn't just run there and say, Gomah-sama, I have the third eye. Like, no. Nope. Doesn't say shit about it. Nothing. Nada. Why? Because he's not going to give it to Gomah. He's not going to give that shit to Gomah. He's going to keep it for himself. He wants to be the Demon King. He wants to be the Supreme Demon King. He is about to take over the demon realm. That is his end goal, man. Why? What does he plan to do? As George R. Martin would ask, what's Degesu's tax policy? What does he plan to do once he's king? I don't know, but that's his goal, man. If he has the third eye, as I suspect that he does, he's not told Gomah about it. I don't think he plans to tell Gomah about it. I don't think he plans to tell anyone. I think he's waiting for the right moment at the right time to put that sucker on and be like, yeah, bitch, I'm the Demon King now. And this goes into the lore dump that we got, because this is very interesting as well. Goes into some of the lore dump that we got. Here we go. I'll pull up this image of Deborah. So, according to the lore that we got in this episode, the third demon eye, the last demon king to have it, was in fact Deborah's father, Abara. Now, Abara had the third demon eye. He had it sealed inside of a safe, and Deborah hired this random-ass bug demon to steal the eye, hide it in the third demon world, and so that nobody could find it, and then he overthrew his father and became the Demon King. Now, what this says about demon world politics is what I suspected for quite a few episodes. We talked about this, I think, in a couple of streams before. And that is this. I was wondering, why is it that Gomah is next in line to be Demon King? Why is it that Gomah is the new Demon King after Deborah died? Shouldn't it be Deborah's offspring, if he had any? Or if they wanted to bring in Toa, who is Deborah's sister in like the video games and stuff? Again, we don't know if Toa actually exists in canon. I don't know. I mean, Toriyama did create Toa for the games, for Dragon Ball Online, but we don't know if she actually exists in the manga and anime continuity. We don't know. As far as I can tell, she doesn't, because she's not been mentioned or hinted at all, period. But it doesn't seem like there's anybody from a hereditary standpoint to take over Deborah's place as Demon King. And it doesn't seem like Deborah necessarily would have gotten the throne just because he was Abara's son. And the reason why I say that is because when they go over the history of the third demon eye, they show silhouettes of various demon kings, and not all of them look like Deborah or his father. So it doesn't seem like every previous demon king, and we even know this from like the good demon king that we saw that, commissioned Rimus to create the universes. He doesn't look like Deborah. It's not like it seems pretty obvious that the demon kings are not all part of some royal family. There's not like a royal family of demon kings, of demon monarchs. That doesn't seem to be how Demon Realm politics works, because they're all so different from one another. What it seems to be, as far as I can tell, is that whoever controls the Demon Realm, whoever is the Supreme Demon King, gets there through violence, through subterfuge, through sabotage. It's Game of Thrones. So now it starts to make sense, because there's actually been people working on this series that have described it as kind of the Game of Thrones of Dragon Ball. And that makes sense with what we're seeing now. So Deborah overthrew his father. We can assume that Abra, Deborah's father, overthrew the previous Demon King. And now Deborah has been killed by Majin Buu. And Gomah, who was Deborah's second in command, was like, okay, now I'm going to step into the role. So it's not hereditary. It's not through bloodline. It's not like an elected monarchy. No, it's like whoever's the biggest, baddest motherfucker in the demon realm, whoever can sneak and plan and connive their way to the top, that's who rules. All right. It's a dog eat dog world in the demon realm. That, and I have speculated that for a few episodes now, and that makes sense now as to why Gomah doesn't really have a claim to the throne, but why he's gotten that position, which is he was the vice demon king. He was the second in command. And now with Deborah gone, bada bing, bada boom, he jumps into the throne, and he uses his military and he uses his army to shore up his power. So he's ruling by fear. He's a dictator. Interest. I mean, it's interesting stuff, but that's what I've speculated for a few episodes, and this seems to confirm that's how Demon Realm politics works. It's brutal, man. It really is. Yo, what's up, Stray Beans? But that seems to be the case. That seems to be what's going on. I've speculated that for a while, and I think that honestly makes a lot of sense for some place called the Demon World. That makes a lot of sense. So now we have an explanation as to why Gomah is there, why Gomah is the Supreme Demon King. So I thought that was fascinating. I honestly, I thought like they may reveal that Deborah from a moral standpoint was a little bit more nuanced. Because the only time we really got to see Deborah, yes, I know there is like the filler with Deborah in heaven and everything. Actually, let me go ahead and pull it up, because that is some funny filler. That is actually some straight up funny filler. But you have to keep in mind this whole thing with Deborah being in heaven and like turning over a new leaf and blah 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 and being good and blah blah blah. That's filler. That was never in the manga. That was not something Toriyama wrote. All right. So this Deborah does not exist and never did exist. All right. he's not a thing. All right. This is not actually Deborah's personality. Judging by the flashbacks, how he just overthrew his dad, like he did not give a fuck. Like, I don't care if you're my daddy. Get off my throne, bitch. Like, given that, we can tell that Deborah has always been a morally reprehensible character. And so it makes sense as to why Bobbity was able to control him so easily, and also why he was so loyal to Bobbity. It's because Deborah is a cold-hearted, dark-hearted motherfucker. And Bobbity was able to use his magic to turn that into loyalty. Just loyalty to him. That's why he was so easy to manipulate, because he was always this morally negative character. I thought they might reveal that there was some kind of moral ambiguity to him, some kind of nuance there. Mainly because of the statue that we saw like early on in the series where he had like the peace sign and everything. I thought, well, maybe he was a tough ruler, a firm ruler, but maybe he wasn't that bad of a guy before Bobbity came into the picture. But no, he was that bad of a guy even before Bobbity stepped into the picture. So there you go. There you go. So that's the backstory as far as what we got in terms of lore, as far as like more on Deborah's backstory, more about the third eye. And now I believe that third eye is in the possession of Degesu, and he's going to pull it out at the right moment, the moment that's going to be most advantageous to him in order to step in as the final villain. So what I see happening from here is that next episode, we're going to have Goku and his friends fight like the Demon Realm Ginyu Force, and they're going to beat them. They're going to whoop their ass. All right. They're going to whoop their ass. And possibly by the end of that episode, we're going to see Degesu. Degesu has got to do something because the freaking episode is titled Degesu. All right. Let me put it out there. What if Goku and Vegeta and Piccolo never even fight Gomah? What if they never even meet Gomah? I know we've been setting up Gomah for a while, but what if that doesn't happen? What if they don't meet Gomah? What if they don't get into a fight with Gomah? Because at this point, I don't think Gomah's going to get the third eye because I think Degesu's already got it. Let me go ahead and bring up a picture of Gomah. What if they never meet Gomah? What if they never fight him? All right. And the reason why they never fight him, the reason why they never actually have a fight with Gomah is because Degesu kills him. Degesu takes him out. Degesu stabs him in the back before our heroes even get to him. He's like, hey, oh, fuck you, man. I'm going to do the Zamasu. All right. I'm going to take you out like Zamasu took out Gowasu. Straight to the neck. Yeah. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Like seriously, like this is, we just, hold on. Let me pull up the scene real quick. Let me pull up the scene. Like, this is what we may get. All right. Zamasu kills Gowasu.
You told me.
Yeah, right here. Here we go. What if we get this? So just imagine that Zamasu is Degesu. Gowasu is Gomah. And this is what we get.
Why are you waiting?
Boom. Dead. Gone. I'm just saying, man, I think it could happen. I think there is a real, I know, like in the opening credits of Dragon Ball Daima, like we see like a scene where like Gomah looks like he's powering up and everything. I could be a red herring, man. It could be a red herring, and they never fight him. He's just taken out by Degesu, which helps to build up Degesu more as a threat. It really does. And so the way that things could play out, looking at it, is that next episode, Goku and his friends fight the Demon Realm Ginyu Force. I don't know what else to call them, bro. I can't remember their actual name. The Demon Realm Ginyu Force. All right. Which I think they should have fought in this episode, in all honesty. But let's say they fight him in the next episode. And then at the end of that episode, Arensu jumps in with Majin Ku and Majin Du. And that's where we get like Glorio's betrayal. And it's like, oh, I'm really evil, bitch. Yeah. I'm like, okay. And then like he gives the Dragon Balls to Arensu, right? But see, that's the thing. No, that doesn't work because the episode's called Degesu. So he's got to make a move, man. He's got to. Maybe that's it. Like maybe that is the move, is that he kills Gomah in the next episode. Like maybe he doesn't actually confront our heroes, but he just kills Gomah. And meanwhile, our heroes have to deal with Du and Ku, which leads into episode 17. Where we get the main Du and Ku fight. And then, in that episode, Degesu jumps in, third demon eye, steals the Dragon Balls, and is like, I'm going to make my wish, bitch. Like, Gomah promised me a wish on the Earth's Dragon Balls. I didn't get it. Now I've got these Demon Realm balls. Nah. I'm making my wish, bitch. And that's what ends up happening. That's what he ends up doing. What would he wish for? I think it might have something to do. I was about to say he might have something to do with the Glen, but I don't think that's it though, because he doesn't seem to really care about his own race. Like he didn't go with his race when they left the demon world. Like he stayed behind because he's super fucking ambitious. Maybe he wants revenge on his race. Maybe, or I don't like. Maybe it has something to do with. I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I just know that the fucker's ambitious, very ambitious. I don't know what he wants to wish for because the more I think about it, I don't think it has something to do with reviving the Glen trees or helping his race survive, because he didn't go with his race when they left the demon realm. I don't think he cares about his race. And maybe he actually feels resentful they left it behind. Maybe he wants revenge on the Kais. Maybe he wants revenge on his own race. Maybe it has something to do with like, all right, you fuckers left me behind. You fuckers didn't like how I did things. All right, in that case, fuck you. I'm going to use these demon realm Dragon Balls and I'm going to fuck you guys over. Possibly, potentially. You know what? Hold up. Let me check something out real quick. Let me check something out. Hold up. Daima episode 16 preview. God bless it. They don't even have the preview up here. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. Well, no, that ain't it. All right. Daima 16 Degesu. Let's see what we get popping up here. Oh shit! You know what? I almost forgot about this shit. This right here. Oh yeah, he puts a gun to Dende. He puts a gun to Dende. So he's got to meet Goku and the gang in the next episode. Unless he's... See, I'm thinking, okay, so he's threatening Dende in order to get something from Goku and the Dragon Balls. Like, listen, give me the Demon Realm Dragon Balls, or this Namekian baby is going to be a green splatter all over the floor. But then at the same time, maybe he's threatening Gomah. Because Gomah wanted to use Dende. Gomah wanted to raise Dende to create more Dragon Balls. So basically be a replacement for Neva. So maybe he's using Dende as a bargaining chip against Gomah. But that doesn't make sense either, because he has the third eye already. If he is the woman that got the third eye from Hibis, then he's already got the third eye. Like, Gomah shouldn't be a threat to him anymore. Gomah shouldn't be shit to him. Because now he's, like, the third eye is already leverage over Gomah. So now this has got to be in relation to Goku and the gang to get the Dragon Balls. That's what it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be, man. There's no other explanation. There's no other explanation. He's got to meet Goku and the gang next episode. So then where do Ku and Do come into play? Where do Ku and Do, unless I'm wrong about Degesu being the final villain, and this is where Degesu makes his move now. He fights now. He gets a third demon eye now, or uses it now, because I think he's already got it. He uses it now, and they end up fighting Degesu for the next couple of episodes. And then Ku and Do jump in there and maybe absorb Degesu, and they get the third eye. One of them, or maybe we get maybe Do absorbs Ku, or Ku absorbs Do, and then that Majin Fusion absorbs Degesu, and we get Majin Dooku with the third Demon Eye. I don't know, bro. Like that's what. Listen, as much as Daima has had some issues, and look, it has had some issues. I love it when something like this happens, when I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but there's enough there to theorize and to come up with ideas, because that's part of the fun. Part of the fun is theorizing about what's going to happen. And there's enough there to do that. But at the same time, there's so many variables, so many what if factors. And when I look at it, it's like, I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen. Like, I kind of got a basic idea of where this is going, but I don't know exactly how the dominoes are going to fall, what events are going to lead to what's going to cause what. And there's enough here to where there could be a huge twist, because there's several unknown factors, unknown variables here. Oh, this is kind of wild, bro. Like, he's just pointing a gun right at a Namekian baby. Like, listen, I ain't fucking with y'all. I will end him. All right. You give me those Dragon Balls or I will end this little fucker right now. It's like, holy shit. Like, Degesu is not to be fucked with, man. What did Shin say? Arensu's ambitious. Degesu, very ambitious. And we're seeing that now. I don't know. I will say this. I'm looking forward to the next episode immensely. Because I feel like that's when shit's going to really hit the fan. I wish we would have got a little bit more progression this episode. But I really feel like next episode is when shit's going to hit the fan. I really do. And think about it, man. This is episode 15. We're in the last 5 episodes now. We're in the final stretch, all right? And episode 20, see, that's the thing. Like, there's so much left to cover. We got Gloria working with Arensu. We got whatever Arensu's going to do. Whatever her wish is possibly going to be. We got Degesu's plot. We got Gomah. We've got so much. And then we still got to turn Goku and his friends. We got the potential of bringing back the Glen Tree. We got Goku and his friends who need to return to being adults. And I feel like the last episode is going to focus. It's not going to be like any. I feel like the last episode, episode 20, has got to be like an aftermath episode, unless it's an extra long episode, like it's an hour-long episode, which is entirely possible because the first episode of Dragon Ball Daima was 40 minutes long as compared to the usual 20-minute episode length of an anime episode. It was 40 minutes long instead of 20 minutes long. So it was double the length of a standard episode. The first episode was. And maybe they're going to do that. I kind of feel like they have to do that for the final episode, to where it's like an extra long episode. I feel like that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. Because if episode 20 ends up being like an aftermath episode, to where Goku and his friends return to being adults, and we get the resolution of like the politics in the demon world, like, which we saw like Pansy's dad, like he was in this episode. He jumped in and saved the day. Like, let's just say he becomes the new Demon King. Like, he actually becomes the new Demon King, Supreme Demon King. We need to see how the political structure is going to change based on that. I mean, I would assume it's going to be better because the dude seems to be a pretty good guy. So I would assume it's going to be much, much better compared to what it has been. But we got to see how that's going to change. And we can do all that in an aftermath episode. But as far as like the final battle and all the action goes, if episode 20 is an aftermath episode, that means 16, 17, 18, and 19 have to be all action, and it has to move at a really quick pace, which is why I was kind of mad that we didn't get the Demon Realm Ginyu Force in this episode, because I figured we would have just got the army and the Ginyu Force. We would have got all that shit out of the way in this episode so that we could focus on our main players, which are Gomah, Degesu, Arensu, and the Majin brothers. So that's my whole thing. Because right now, Goku and his friends, Goku and his friends are headed over to where the Tamagami is, but he doesn't have the Dragon Ball anymore. Arensu does. See, that's the thing, man. Like, next episode is titled Degesu. So Degesu's got to make his move in the next episode, but everything seems to be pointing towards a confrontation with Do and Ku. Because I would assume when they go to find the Tamagami, and they realize that Tamagami 1 doesn't have a Dragon Ball, then that's when Do and Ku are going to step in, and Goku and his friends are going to fight Do and Ku over the Dragon Ball that Arensu has. So it seemed like to me like the next episode should be Goku and his friends fighting Do and Ku. And then Degesu and Gomah jump into the fray after that. But since the next episode is titled Degesu, that doesn't really make sense. That can't be what happens. So I'm not sure exactly how the order of events is going to go. I'm really not. I'm not really sure how these events are going to play out. What order they're going to go in. Because in all honesty, this it's leaning towards one way in terms of the actual story and the plot beats. But the title suggests it's going to make a major turn. Because again, this next episode is supposed to be all about this shady motherfucker. All about Degesu. It really, oh my god, it makes one ponder, man. I'm trying to wrap my brain about how I think this is actually going to play out. Oh, this is kind of cool. Degesu with the third eye. Like, I wonder what he's going to look like. Is he actually going to transform when he gets the third eye? Is it going to cause some kind of transformation? Or is it just going to be a power-up? What is this? Is this Goku fused with Gloria? It is. See, that's the other thing, man. We're going to get some kind of fusion because they have the fusion bug. So we're going to get a few. Bro, there is just so much. There is so much left to cover and so little time. Man, I kind of wish we had another extra couple of episodes. I'm not going to lie. I wish we had another extra couple of episodes. I feel like we need at least 2 more. I really do. That's why I'm really hoping the last episode is going to be an extra long episode. Yo, what's up, Preston? How you doing? What's up? I feel like the last episode has to be an extended episode like what episode 1 was. Also, these Shin and Goku fusions look sick. Not going to lie. Andrew might be right about that. Andrew might be right about Shin and Goku fusion. That would be interesting. What's up, Cynic?
What up?
The fucking Avatar, man.
I forgot. This is the one I had for Stream Elements.
A fucking Avatar.
Well, it's the perfect avatar for a Kiwi farmer. I found that out today.
What's that?
That I'm a Kiwi farmer. Did you know that?
No? What happened?
Somebody sent me a message, or somebody super chatted like $250 and said that I was a Kiwi farmer.
Now, when you say a Kiwi farmer,
Yeah,
are we talking about like
Kiwi Farms, the Josh Knoll,
yes,
or Josh Moon Knoll?
Are we talking about like you have your own thread, your own forum?
No. Like I'm a user of the website. Like I
Like,
have
do
an
you have any
account on there.
do you have any power or influence over there, or
Fuck
are you?
no, I don't, Jesker. I don't even have an account. I'm such a fucking boomer. The only time I've ever gone over there was to try to read whose stuff was it? Keffel's. And it was so fucking convoluted and messed up to like try to navigate. I just said forget it.
Oh yeah, no, the site in terms of layout absolutely sucks.
Yeah, the UI is terrible. It's just a forum. And I was like, well, dude, I don't want to go through everybody's comments about all these threads and shit. Like, but
And let me say this before anybody from Kiwi Farms finds this stream, and it's like, oh no, we got to go after this JeskerJames guy. He's a twink. We got to go after his twink ass.
yeah,
Like
go after him. Make a thread on him. It's going to be
it's
very short
it's
and
like
sad.
yeah, you know what it's gonna say. Did you guys know that in one of Ruby's streams, Jesker accidentally said the N word? Oh.
Yeah, but oh wait, on Kiwi Farms though, wouldn't you get a you'd get like a Medal of Honor for doing that, right?
They'd probably make me their
Like they
king.
would crown you as like one of their leaders.
They would make me their king. See, there's Comicsgate kings, and then there's Kiwi kings.
Comicsgate and Kiwi Kings.
And we're gonna go to war, man. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be Clash of Crowns. You know what I mean?
What's up, Preston? The
Um,
greatest bully in the game, Preston Moore.
but let me say this, and again, Josh Knoll, like don't take offense to this, but it is 2025, my brother,
Yeah,
and your website layout looks like a forum from 2005.
it's terrible. Fix it.
I remember.
Build a thread, right? Build a thread. Whoever wants to build a thread, and then have a comment section underneath the thread.
Yeah, I
It's
remember.
simple.
I remember Kingdom Hearts forums from 2005
Hmm.
that looked better than this shit.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. I've tried to use it one time, and I will admit to the person that's calling me a Kiwi farmer, you fucking retard, you literal fucking vampire retard. Um, I did try to make an account, and then I went, why would I even do that? Like it was right around the time that everything got leaked.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I've never made an account on Kiwi Farms.
You don't. Why would you? Unless you want to comment. Why do I want to comment?
I go over there if like stuff is coming out from the farms regarding something I want to talk about.
It's
I'll
a
go over
news
there.
source, right?
Yeah, I go over there to try and search at the news. But then like once I get it, I dip because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I kind of feel weird being on there. It feels a bit like a dark web website.
A little bit, yeah. But I mean, I thought better of myself. I was like, wait a minute, like my trolling, man, is literally from the Mr. Medicare era of trolling. Everybody gets these fucking jokes. Jesker, let me make a promise to you, buddy. I like you. I consider you a little more than an internet friend, right?
Where's this? Don't you do any Brokeback Mountain?
I'm not doing any Brokeback Mountain shit. What I'm gonna say is, fuck up, catch these jokes. Fuck up, do something stupid. I'm going to make fun of you. It's just that simple. It's not that deep. I'm not going into some fucking gay Kiwi farm forum and typing up shit and running to. I'm not running gay ops. Literally, I'm pointing and laughing at the fat kid falling.
I mean, that sounds like some shit that Tony would accuse you of.
Well, adjacent. Tony adjacent.
Tony adjacent. Oh yeah, shit. I gotta remember. Like we're supposed to not say shit, but
And
then
now you have fucked up.
but listen, Ruby fucked up before I did. Okay,
That's true. That's true. Preston, yes. Old and gay, I think, is the actual term.
you're not old.
Older than you.
You
I'm
hang
damn
out.
near a grandpa on the internet.
You hang out. You hang out with old people.
Dude, I love hanging out with Dave and them though. They're great guys. They fucking love my funny takes.
That's not what you were saying in the DMs.
I do. I told them this last night, right? It's. I feel like EVS. You ever watch Trash Cast where he's all excited in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then by the end of it, he's like, "Why the fuck do I do this?"
Yeah.
That's literally
Yeah.
what I told them last night on Rumble. Preston says I'm super old.
You're not old.
It's fine, dude. It's okay. I'm a dirty old man, I guess.
You're,
Um,
I mean, you are dirty, but you're not old.
that's true. I'm from the dirty South, the deep dirty South. But yeah, no, I wanted to make that statement. I'm gonna have to make that same statement on church, but I thought you would get a kick out of it because you're familiar with the internet like I am, with like
Yeah.
all these troll sites and stuff. Um, you're not like Ruby, where if I brought Kiwi Farms up, he'd be like, "Wait, are they farming kiwis or are they farming kiwis?" Right?
Oh, I swear to God. Ruby is the type of person. You know how they used to have the left Twix, right Twix commercials?
Yeah, yeah.
Ruby is the type of person to actually take those commercials seriously and ask, so what is the difference between right Twix and left Twix? It's like,
What a fucking dummy. Yeah, you're so right.
it's like, Ruby, there is no difference. That's the joke. It's superficial. That's why it's funny. It's some dumb shit that people are having a fake argument about in the ad. That's why it's funny, Ruby. Ruby, I swear I shouldn't talk about when he's not here, but I swear to God, man, I'm gonna take that PlayStation 4 controller you just found in your old shit, and I'm gonna shove it up your ass.
He'd be like, "Yeah, but is that the left toggle or the right toggle I'm
No,
feeling?"
I swear to I swear to God.
It's so great though. Today's been a glorious day. I've had a lot of fun playing on Twitter and listening to music and just sort of getting ready for CG Church, you know. And
Yeah, today's been an interesting day. I'll say that. Um,
my
I
whole my whole plans for CG Church got exploded. It was gonna be great, but now other things are gonna happen. So whatever.
yeah, CG Church is going to be interesting. That's for sure.
I don't know how I'm gonna play it actually personally because I want to starve these people for oxygen. You want it, you don't have it. You don't get it, right?
Bro,
Like
it's
you see what I'm saying?
yeah. I get what you're saying, but it's like, bro, I I mean, I was kind of thinking like before some of the shit started happening, I was thinking like it was gonna be a little bit more relaxed today, but like
Oh, it
then
was supposed to be. There,
shit
I mean,
started happening, and
yeah,
I'm
there's
just
some
like,
stuff I can't divulge at this moment. You know about it because I mentioned it in the green room or whatever.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, that happened right before. You know, I was like preparing to go over Destiny Sex Pest stuff, and I've watched the Gothic stream like 4 times, which we'll probably still try to hit that. And then you know, then I had a very funny bit to exit the show that I don't know. I might still play it that way. We'll have to see. When you know me, I have a big
Yeah.
fucking mouth. Sometimes I get I get
I
caught up.
might be 15 or 20 minutes late because I do have to do something real quick. But let's be honest, with Ruby's intros and everything, I'll
Yeah,
probably
probably
be
be
there
on
right
time.
on time. To be honest,
Dude, you can be honest, man. Like, otherwise, you'll get a Kiwi Farms thread written on you about by me, right? Because I will go on there and write it. But you can just be honest and say you need to jerk off between streams.
I
It's fine.
don't need to jerk off between streams. I'm good, man.
Okay, you just want to do it.
I need to grab $40 out of an ATM.
Well, are you buying drugs?
That's none of your business. Seth. And don't you go into Kiwi Farms and say shit otherwise.
I'm typing a thread up right now.
No, the fuck you ain't.
Yeah, damn it, Preston. We know you have a big mouth. No, I don't have a big mouth. I just get caught up in. I I don't know how to explain it, man. Like I am an internet troll. I'm a very genuine person behind the scenes.
You're like you're like Degesu here. You're a sneaky, slithering snake looking to backstab everybody.
Yeah, but it's all because of you and somebody else on that CG Church stream where y'all called me a monster. If y'all would have never called me a monster, then Voldadork would have never had an end to like start fucking with me. So I blame you.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think Cynic might be pure evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holmes. I think Cynic is evil.
You know what, Holmes? He is Diablo. He is El Diablo to me, Holmes.
He's the Antichristos. You know what
You
I'm
know it's
saying?
you want to know how really evil I am? You want to know a secret that I've known for probably 6-7 months, even longer, maybe?
This ain't the secret, is it?
No, not the secret. I knew that Tony's mouth looked like somebody backed into it with a fucking dump truck 7 months ago. That picture I had made of him as Jabba the Hutt, if you zoom in on his fucking mouth, nobody noticed it. Nobody even said anything till his dumbass went on the biggest problem. I'm so fucking evil, right? I never once said anything about that, did I?
You should just start a Kiwi Farms thread on Tony.
I want to just I swear to God, I thought I was talking to somebody in the DMs earlier today, and we were kind of like just joking back and forth. Didn't have anything to do with this, but I was laughing and stuff, and I was like, I'm having a good day. And somebody DM'd me that super chat that some queer vampire, some dude who likes to suck things, super chatted. And I started laughing, and I said, yeah, I ought to turn into a Kiwi farmer and do a thread just on Tony's teeth. Just from Tony's teeth.
Call it where'd the teeth go?
Where'd the teeth go, though? Where'd the teeth go, though?
You put up a reward flyer for the missing teeth.
Yeah. And just start a thread about like different stories of how he lost his teeth. Tragic dick sucking accidents, putting up brick walls with his mouth, like, different things like that. I had to catch myself, dude. I swear to God.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying you should.
I'm not saying you should do that.
but at the same time, you're a grown ass man, so I'm not gonna stop you from doing
You're
that.
You're gonna tell me what I should and shouldn't do, right?
That's right. And I may find it hilarious from the sidelines. I'm just saying.
Oh fuck, bro.
I'm not saying you gotta be a dick, but if you're gonna be a dick, I'm gonna get my jollies out of it.
Yeah, man. That's all I expect. That's all. Look, I've explained this to people, and they don't want to fucking listen. I do things to make Cynic laugh. That's it. That's my one. That's like my one goal. Make me laugh. If everybody else joins in, then fuck yeah, bro. Let's do it. But if you don't, then fuck you. I'll explain my position and move the fuck on. I don't need anybody on the internet to be my friend. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get it. I do things to confuse Ruby because I find it
hilarious. I feel like you're the type of dude who will hide an M&M in a bulldog's jaw.
Yes.
So it melts, and then they're like, "Wait, what the fuck is that?" And like Ruby's just a little bulldog, and you're hiding M&Ms in his jaw every day.
Yeah.
Fucking, you're a monster, Jesker.
Yeah, you just now figured that out.
You're a fucking absolute monster. You disgust me. What am I doing on here with you? Why did I choose this side?
I am pure, unrestrained evil. Preston says, "Why do you keep mentioning dicks? I'm a twink. Like, what else am I supposed to talk about? I mean, that's like basically asking for me not to breathe."
That's true.
Oh, so have you seen this episode of Daima, man?
Man, I've been so busy. I haven't been able to watch Daima. I've got to, because I really want to start doing like the full-fledged reviews and stuff, but I'm gonna have to watch the dub.
I mean, the Japanese is almost over. We got 5 episodes left, and then series is done. Unless they get a second season or whatever. But as far as like what we've been promised, it's 20 episodes, and so we got 5 left.
You got 5 episodes left, and the dub is how many episodes behind? Like 10, 15?
I want to say episode 3 just came out for the dub, so 12.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Which blows my mind because every other
they're
anime
done.
company is just they get stuff out. It's like I think when it comes to like the Bleach anime, it's like 2 weeks between the Japanese release and the English release. Whereas with Daima, it's been like 3 months.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know, like Toei is like how Kiwi Farm has form styles from 2005. Toei is doing their dub releases like it's 2005.
Okay.
It's like this is 2025, all right?
Just go. Everybody's with the binge model, guys. Just drop them. Just drop them. Let people binge them.
Well, it's not even that necessarily. It's just do a simul release.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not simulcasting it. Unless the dub could have been behind initially, but I'm sure they've caught up by now.
Well, I mean, again, look at Bleach. Bleach is like a 2 weeks difference between the English version and the Japanese version.
Yeah.
And then I think some series are even doing just straight up simulcast, to where the English dub and the Japanese dub are coming out all on the same day.
Yeah. So most big series are doing that now. My question is though, like, how far are we from the big bad final, like Kamehameha in the storyline? Have they already cranked that up? Like, are we starting to finally the dominoes are where they are, and then
Pretty much. So Gomah, like the little clown looking dude, tiny dude. He sent out his army, and like in this episode, Goku and his friends like were fighting Gomah's soldiers and everything. And then Degesu looks like he's about to backstab Gomah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because now they found out where the third demon eye is that they were talking about earlier, and it looks like Degesu is gonna backstab Gomah to get that third demon eye.
Yeah, Preston, you really should start watching anime. It's good shit. Especially when you find something that clicks with you, right? Yeah, I really need to start watching anime, and then might as well be speaking a different language.
Well, see, he didn't even say speaking; he said spracking, so he can't even get his own native language down.
But that's not his native language, so
English ain't his native language.
Nope, really good at it too, right?
Wait, where's Preston from?
Malaysia.
All right, thanks for doxing him, jackass.
I didn't dox him.
now we're gonna have all these people watching us fly to Malaysia in order to get his ass.
Preston's just a little twink. I don't know why you'd worry about him.
I mean, if you can get to one twink, you can get to all of us.
He's like you with better hair, I would say.
My hair is absolutely flawless.
How much longer is it now? Down to your shoulders?
It's quite a bit.
Jesus Christ. Go get a haircut, hippie.
I do need to get it. I'm waiting till the winter is over. That way it's not so cold.
Wear a hat.
I am not wearing one of those abominations, sir. I have tried wearing hats, and I never look right with them.
Preston, I know you're a girl. I said a twink. Like, those are the same thing, right?
No.
Oh, fuck.
A twink gives off female vibes, but still has a dick.
Oh, fuck. My whole plan's ruined.
Dude, look at this motherfucker. Like this image over here, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's got a gun aimed straight at a baby.
Somebody needs to take that Degesu and redo it to that where it just says Degens and turn that into a
How
meme.
original, Cynic. How original.
I mean, hey, I'm a meme machine, baby. A Kiwi farmer.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this sick son of a bitch, though. That poor, sweet little alien baby, and he's gonna blow his head off.
Yep, that's what happens, man. Nah, like Degesu's fucked, dude. What's he
Yeah,
gonna
I mean, look, I told people this when the Supreme Kai was talking about his siblings. He said Arenzu's ambitious,
Yeah.
Degesu is very ambitious. That
Yeah, that
was
should
his
have told
words.
everyone right there that he's probably gonna be the big bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, he's gonna blow this kid's head off. I can just see him now. It's like he's gonna say in that proper voice of his, he's gonna be like, "Give me your balls, or I will kill him."
I've been told that before. I get it.
Oh, I mean, it's quite gay, but at the same time, it's also quite ruthless. Give me your balls, or I will kill him.
No, I will not give you my balls. Okay, maybe just one.
Um, I don't know, man. Like it's like I've been sitting here trying to figure out exactly how these events are going to play out because we got the two Majin brothers, we got Rensu, we got Gomah, we got Degesu, and like Goku and the gang are going to like Tamagami 1 because they still think the Tamagami has the Dragon Ball. But Arenzu's already gotten it. They don't know that yet. So it seems like that would set up a fight between Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo versus Majin Buu and Do. But then at the same time, the episode's titled Degesu. So it seems like they're going to confront him first.
Yeah.
So it's like the story seems to be going one way, but the episode preview seems to be pointing in another direction. And I mean, I see like where all the pieces are, but I don't know which domino is going to fall first.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it's at right now. I don't know which one's going to fall first. I think there's a good chance, though. I think Degesu is just going to straight up kill Gomah.
You think so? You think they'd be? I mean, they haven't been that brutal in this show yet, have they?
I mean, in Daima,
Yeah, I thought
no,
Daima was pretty PG. Like,
but I mean, like in Super, I showed the clip earlier in Dragon Ball Super, they had Zamasu like just backstab Gowasu and kill him.
yeah,
So I don't know, man. Like I think there's a really good chance that he ends up killing Gomah, and then like maybe Goku and his friends like think they're about to approach Gomah's throne room, and their Gomah is slumped over in his throne dead, and Degesu's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Gomah won't be joining us for dinner." And what's on the menu? Dead Namekian baby.
Oh Jesus, man! I don't know if that's what's gonna happen, but maybe. Who knows? Shit,
Dude, if they pulled some shit like that, it would be dark, but it would also be hilarious. Because I wouldn't expect something like that from Dragon Ball.
no, I wouldn't expect it either. I mean, I really wish they would do a like. I wouldn't say R-rated, but a little bit more graphic Dragon Ball. Just bump up the violence a little bit.
What I would like to see, and I had this thoughts years ago, but imagine a Dragon Ball fighting game, but it's brutal like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, yeah, that would be pretty good, right?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't see them ever doing it.
because you got to think like there's some like horror-inducing stuff in Dragon Ball. I mean, like look at Cell for example. He literally liquefies people and drinks them through his tail.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty. But I don't. As a kid, you just think of that as like a good little plot point. You don't realize that it's fucking crazy, right?
As an adult, though, it's horrifying. when you
Yeah,
think,
as an adult, when you think about it, you go, "Holy shit! That's what the fuck am I watching? That's monstrous."
because he's literally liquefying their skin, their muscles, their organs, their bones, and then sucking all that up through his tail.
Yeah.
There's also, you got to think too. I mean, Cell in and of himself is just a fucking horror show. You got to think too, like, how did he produce the Cell Juniors?
That's weird, right? I've never even thought about that. I'm sure you're gonna tell me, right? What's your
Well,
theory?
I'm just saying
I'm
he
just
did
saying.
it. He did it after he absorbed 17 and 18.
Uh-huh.
One's a boy, one's a girl.
Oh no.
I'm just saying. Maybe use some male and female parts that he took up from, 17 and 18, and then bada bing, bada boom, he's popping out Cell Juniors.
You think, wait a minute. So wait, hold on. What's your theory? Do you think he absorbed them and then had those as a part of him, or he absorbed them and then they are now like a baby factory in him?
The latter.
Oh fuck, that's that's wild, man.
Okay, no, that's been a theory for a while. What I actually think is going on, in all honesty, is I think it comes from Piccolo's cells, and Cell can just reproduce asexually. Because King Piccolo, because that's how Namekians work. They produce asexually.
Got you. Okay.
So I really think it's just a side effect from Piccolo's cells.
I've never looked up the sex habits of the Dragon Ball characters, so I've never like dove into that lore.
Bro,
So
that's literally how King Piccolo. Hold up.
Hold up. Your search history has got to be a mess.
Hopefully we'll never see that.
Mine's very easy because I don't use my computer for anything but business. And to search Twitter every once in a while. But
oh my god, my mouse is not wanting to work. It's got that's why it's got dust all over the bottom.
Oh, look at that. Comicsgate Church, number 17. Look at that monster. That was my idea. And fucking Vito stole it.
Let's see here. King Piccolo births Piccolo.
No.
This is literally how Namekians give birth, bro.
Okay.
Like Goku killed King Piccolo,
yeah,
and then he birthed the Piccolo that we know.
Why don't I remember this?
Because this was OG Dragon Ball. See, like right here.
I never made it this far into. Well, I made it this far, but I was like,
this is how you get the Piccolo that we have now. Like this dude. And he's in the egg.
Jesus Christ.
So I think that Cell could do something similar when he gave birth to the Cell Juniors. Ruby says that's how Cynic was born.
What a fucking
gross.
Asshole.
But Namekians, like there's Namekians aren't male or female. They're just they're asexual. They produce asexually.
Oh my god. My brain is going a million different directions right now. There's just so much going on in my life at this moment to now be faced with Namekians spitting eggs out.
Dude, you know the fat Namekian on planet Namek, Guru?
Yeah.
Okay. He literally, all the other Namekians on that planet, he literally gave birth to.
Wait, what? Wait.
You're forgetting the lore, aren't you?
King Piccolo. Yeah, I forget.
Okay. So Guru was the fat
Okay,
Namekian.
yeah. Okay,
he was the one that like awakened Gohan's potential and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened is that 100 years ago or something. I don't know exactly what the time frame was, but a long time ago, there was like a deadly storm that swept over the entire planet Namek, and it pretty much killed off the entire Namekian population except for Guru and some other Namekians that escaped on spaceships, like the original nameless Namek that would go on to become Piccolo and Kami. So Guru was the only Namekian left on planet Namek, and he literally repopulated the race by spitting up eggs and hatching all the other Namekians that we see.
Just fucking imagine him just sitting on a rock, just hawking eggs out.
Bleh. Bleh. I'm going to name you Dende. I'm going to name you Nail.
Jesus Christ, man. I wonder if they got to pick their names later, because that seems a little weird, right? Like this random egg spitting dude naming you, something feels off about
this random eggs. That's why they were so. I mean, like when he died, it wasn't just they were losing their leader. They
lost their daddy.
They lost their father.
Oh God. The fucking why have I ever been a fan of this show? This feels so weird. You know what? I think everybody's right. I think I am going to turn into a Kiwi farmer. They say anime is degenerate, and now I'm starting to see the writing on the wall.
Well, you got to think, Cynic. It's a big universe out there. How do we know there's not a species out there that reproduces in the same way?
Because
you're gonna go up to their face and insult them and say, "Listen, your entire existence is disgusting."
Yeah, that's yes, I would say that. I would look them dead in the face and go, "You disgust me." Now spit me one of those eggs up. Let me crack one in a pan. So much protein's in it.
This motherfucker is going to start an intergalactic war.
I'm not going to start it. I'm going to start an intergalactic Namekian egg business.
Oh my God. I disavow.
Wait, I'm going to start making Namekian sunny side up and selling them bitches.
Hey, if there's any aliens out there listening to this transmission, I want you to know I will turn on this motherfucker in a heartbeat.
I'm just saying, aliens, I'm distracted, okay? Things are going on in my life right now, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Maybe said probably a shit ton of protein.
Yeah, bro. Like I need 160 grams of protein a day when I'm doing my cut. So if I could eat one Namekian omelet versus like all kinds of protein shakes and you know, like steaks and beef jerky and shit, like that's just cost effective, right? That's just good business.
You gonna fap to this King Piccolo stuff later?
I am definitely I'm definitely not gonna fap to this later. No. I may fap the other things later, but definitely not the King Piccolo stuff. No,
here's actually when Piccolo hatches from the egg. Look at this shit, bro.
God damn it.
This sweet old couple finds his egg and then
why is everything gotta be about some form of sex lately? My life's falling apart. Old life stream.
So does that terrify you or does that make you hungry?
Can I answer with 50-50?
Ew.
What?
Gross.
Dude, it's I think, right? All right, hear me out. If King Piccolo didn't fertilize the egg, he just spit the egg up like a normal chicken egg.
Blech.
That's a lot of protein, son.
Blech.
You're a twink. You don't know about bodybuilding and working out and stuff, right? Blech. Like I'll freely admit I'm in a bulk right now, so I can gain muscle. So I'm just eating all kinds of random dumb shit. But when I get back on my game, probably a week,
couple of decades.
no, probably a week is when the cut starts. Got to get ready for the beach season, dummy.
You don't go to the beach. Alabama.
I live by the beach.
Wait, does Alabama have beaches?
The Gulf of America, bro.
Right.
Beaches in the world.
The Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not calling it the Gulf of America, honestly. I think that's gay as fuck. I told Dave and them that. They're like, I think it's cool. And I'm like, dude, that's boomer shit. That's fucking boomer shit. I will call it the Gulf of Mexico as long as I live there.
Since we're talking about eggs, you ought to just know it's like, okay, Gulf of Mexico. Great. Awesome. Did that lower the price of eggs?
Wait, the Gulf? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Didn't do shit. It was just wasted paper.
Pretty much. Congratulations. You changed the name of the big ass hole in the ocean where the fucking dinosaur's death landed. Great. I'm still paying too much for eggs.
Guilt of America, you fig. Well, dude, the egg prices, you know as well as I do, like when Biden came into office, the egg prices and gas prices didn't shoot up. It took about 3 to 6 months before we really started to feel that burn. And don't say we did, and don't pull this fucking Harry Sisson shit and think a dude's been in office a week tomorrow.
The eggs went up in price.
And you know why?
Because the chickens decided to be tougher negotiators when it came to giving away their eggs.
They said, "Fuck your tariffs, Trump. Fuck your chicken tariffs."
Wait,
No.
did you not see all the news stories that happened 4 years ago where farmers were trying to collect the eggs and the chickens were waiting in there with the 12 gauge?
I didn't see those news stories. You'd have to share them to me on Kiwi Farms. It's called
that's
Fuck
where
You
I found,
Vamp.
that's
Look,
where I
my
found
screen
them.
name is Eat Shit Vampire Fag.
that's I wonder who you're talking about. Exactly. Yeah, that's where I found the story. It was on Kiwi Farms. It was a totally not AI generated picture of chickens with guns demanding more money for their eggs.
Okay, that makes sense.
And
Well,
what
is
farmer's
Trump
like,
supposed to do?
make more fried chicken.
No. Here's what we do.
Deal with the chickens.
Okay, first what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a trade deal with the Nemec, all right?
Oh God.
And then we're gonna start importing Namekian eggs. Make America great again. Lower egg prices. Boom.
We're gonna have egg alternatives such as Cadbury.
I heard they're good eggs. Some people say they're great. I say they're good, but other people say.
Instead of buying regular eggs, maybe you ought to consider scrambling the Cadbury eggs.
No more. The Cadbury egg scrambled sounds good as a motherfucker. Like just melted Cadbury. God, dude, I'm hungry now.
See, this Nazi Goku guy agrees with me. That's why I'm making him ambassador to Greenland. Get Greenland for me. I must conquer the Emerald City.
All right, it is 3:54. I guess I need to jump off and run to. No, I'll stay to 4. He starts at 4:05, right? Fuck it. Yeah, it's
Yeah, he starts at, well, for me it's 5:05.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, you live in that fucking disgusting time zone.
It's a time zone that the entire country revolves around.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. You know that, right?
It does.
Everybody always has CST than EST on their timing.
Okay, let me ask you something, motherfucker. Why are the two epicenters of American power in the Eastern time zone Washington, D.C. and New York fucking City?
Because those were the first places I didn't fucking stutter. Who the motherfucker?
I
didn't stutter. I said that's because it's the first place we landed. So we naturally established like our major hubs there.
Yeah, because we naturally thought it was a good idea because the Eastern time zone...
we hadn't discovered the other. On top of that, we didn't even have time zones at that time. First of all, because the whole fucking what do we call that shit? Daylight savings time stuff didn't exist. That's a modern invention. Yes,
that has nothing to do with
yes,
time
it does.
Zones. That had something to do with like the scheduling of like trains and shit, didn't it?
You talking about the time zones or the
No,
daylight savings?
daylight savings.
No. Daylight savings was done for farmers, right? So because the kids helped out on the farm.
Yeah, and now the fucking farmers are being held hostage by the fucking chickens who are demanding more money for their eggs. They're bitches. Why do we care?
That's why we need to invade Namek and start squeezing eggs out of these motherfuckers.
Bro,
They don't have shotguns.
The Namekians would whoop our ass.
Nah, dude, they can't beat fucking Super Saiyans, and we've got Super Saiyans.
We ain't got shit.
Ruby King said he's a Super Saiyan.
Ruby King says a lot of stuff.
So is Ruby King,
true.
you're saying on live stream in front of everybody, and you're not going to delete this. You're saying Ruby King is a dirty nigger liar.
I am fuck you, cynic. I am saying right here on live stream that Ruby King is a dirty fucking liar. I'm not even risking it anymore.
Yeah, I can hear the hard mic. I can hear
I'm not even risking it anymore. Even though we're not on StreamYards, I'm not risking it anymore.
Yeah.
Because StreamYards fucked me over.
That's true. It did.
They will never see it.
It nailed you. And I don't even think you. I think the robot is what really got you. It was like it just misinterpreted what you said.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good. I like that, cynic. It wasn't my fault. Blame AI or some shit.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll charge you for the broom. I'll send you that bill.
I appreciate it. No, like we're not beating an. Listen, the average human has a power level of like 5 or something. A Namekian, the average Namekian, is in the thousands.
You think
they're whooping
so?
our ass?
Nah,
Yeah.
man.
The average.
All right.
Listen,
So what's the power level of a tank?
Tanks don't have power levels.
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't. It don't have ki.
Yeah, but there's I'll show you ki when I lob a fucking missile out of a tank into your dumbass face.
You cannot measure the power level of something that does not have
exactly. So they won't know it's
ki.
coming if we sneak up behind them and blow their brains out with a tank.
But
that's how they detect their enemies and stuff is with ki. Tanks have no keys.
Boom, let me ask you
sniper
something.
Shot.
Do you think that
Give me your eggs.
Do you think fucking Raditz
Uh-huh.
would be damaged by a cannon from a tank?
That's why we have Ruby.
Ruby ain't beating Raditz.
Ruby's beating Raditz 10 times out of 10.
Raditz is gonna have Ruby on the ground begging for mercy. Be like, listen, I'll give you this PS4 controller. Just stop, Raditz, you damn dirty monkey.
I'll give you this PS5. It's digital, but take it and get off me, you little bastard.
I'd be sitting there. I'd be like, I'll give you this Xbox Series S. Don't you insult me, human. Yo, what's up, Andrew?
Hey.
Oh, Andrew finally comes back to the land of the living.
Yeah, when we're about to fucking dip. We're literally about to log off, bro. All right, give me your thoughts on this episode real quick.
Yeah, I'll be right back, fellas.
It was good. We're reaching the final stretch. Goku suddenly has a thirst for blood.
Yeah. What do you think about Degesu?
People are wondering like if he disguised himself as that alien woman to get the belt.
Oh yeah. I think he did, because listen to the inflection in his voice. Like when he's when he's insulted about the kiss, he says, "I don't know if I should be insulted." I'm like, that inflection. That's Degesu right there.
Yeah. And And the other guy is pretty much like, "Be gone, thought. I want that hat."
Yeah, it's but no, yeah. No, I think Degesu's got the third eye. I think Degesu is about to stab Gomah in the back.
Yeah, and
I-
and use it.
Yeah. Because, and I've said it throughout the stream, I've said it, I don't know in how many streams. What did Supreme Kai say? Arenzu's ambitious.
Yep.
Degesu is very ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're finally seeing that. And the next episode is called Degesu.
Yep.
It's called Degesu. Bro, look at this shit. Look at this shit. He's literally pointing a gun at Dende.
Yeah.
He's like, give me your balls or I will kill him.
Yeah, y'all never been in that position before?
No. It's like, give me your balls. Zip. No, not those kinds of balls.
Wait, did they have zippers on their outfits, or I figured they were just like elastic waistbands because they're all like kung fu guys.
I could see Goku pulling that type of shit. That actually happened in OG Dragon Ball once. You had a chick who worked for the Red Ribbon Army, and she was pretending to be a fortune teller, and she was like, I see. He had 2 Dragon Balls with him, and she was like, I see you have 2 balls that are going to be the key to your future. He was like, oh, you mean these? And he just pulled his pants down.
All right, boys. It is 4:02. I am going to dip so I can launch my StreamYards and make sure I've got the right profile picture up.
For what?
CG Church, baby.
Yeah, that's why I said we're about to log off. I'm leaning into CG Church.
Did your buddy finally leave, Andrew? Did y'all have fun?
Yeah. We had fun.
Did y'all touch tips? I would have touched tips.
Gay?
It's like gay with that. I'd have a gun in the room. Why don't you men understand the rules?
We binged like all of Daima.
Oh. Okay, for some reason I thought you were going somewhere else with that. That was like I don't know. And then when I finally binged, like registered in my brain, and I went, "Oh, thank God, Andrew."
Bro, I thought for sure. Never mind. Anyways, we are all going to be heading over to CG Church. Looking forward to the next episode of Daima. I think some crazy shit's gonna. I mean, for the love of God, he's pointing a gun at a fucking alien baby. This shit's gonna be wild.
Oh no! He pointed a gun at the baby. I am so terrified of Dende's future. That I mean, come on, we all know he's not gonna die.
No, but it's still pretty hardcore for Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
That's why I was asking Jessica earlier. I was like, man, that's a little risque for Dragon Ball. But yeah, man, you say your outro.
And then I showed Cynic like King Piccolo birthing Piccolo, and I think it broke him. I think it broke
a little bit.
I'm posting the link to Ruby's stream. Everybody head over there. We'll see you guys over there. I'm probably going to be 15-20 minutes late. I have to run out and grab some drug money real quick. I mean, some cash out the ATM for perfectly legal reasons. And I'll see you guys over there in a little bit. Peace out.
Peace.